Welcome to Real Estate Insight, here to empower and educate you in all facets of real estate, covering residential, commercial, and businesses to see how your property values are being affected in the current real estate market. I'm your host, Andrew Michael Arroyo. Today's topics include the Great Migration happening in the United States, the affordability challenges we face as a nation, and how the economic landscape continues to be affected throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. Later on, we'll get the inside scoop on what's happening behind the scenes in the real estate industry from agents on the front lines. Some interesting weather is on the horizon for 2021. But first, we turn our attention to hot topics and trends. With today's current events, we are joined by Robert Sizer. Welcome to the show, Robert. There's so much to talk about right now. Where do we start?
It's a hot topic, Andrew. First and foremost, I think we would all agree that the market is surprisingly on fire still. We didn't know where it was going in March, but here we are in October and we still have low inventory levels and a very, very deep buyer pool.
Are you seeing multiple offers? What's the marketplace looking like?
Multiple offers are the norm now. So when you launch a property and it's in its correct condition, chances are you are going to have multiple showings and multiple offers within days.
Now, I'd imagine this has got to be frustrating for buyers who've been waiting around for some good deals, figuring, okay, COVID-19 happened, the market's got to pull back, there's a lot of unemployment. What is spurring all this buying activity?
Well, you know, it's the supply and demand and the interest rates. We hear historically low all the time, but what does that mean? Well, it means that homes are more affordable even at all price points, entry and luxury.
So walk me through that. I know interest rates in the past were hovering around 4%. From what I understand, they're down to 3%. What does that do to everyday individual's mortgage payment? If I'm out trying to buy an average price home, does this get me another $300-400 in payment? How much is this benefiting the average person?
Well, you know, you take a comparison, and I'll just use myself as an example. I recently refinanced down from 3.65% down to 2.99% on a $500,000 balance, and subsequently I'm saving $360 a month.
That's incredible. That's incredible. And what rate did you get?
I got 2.99.
That's incredible. That's incredible. Now, years ago, we discussed the possibility of interest rates coming down under 3%. Can you imagine if interest rates went under 2%?
Well, I can imagine it, and in my wildest dreams, but that would create a market condition that has never been seen before.
So what other topics and trends are you seeing in the marketplace? Anything our viewers need to be aware of?
Well, I think, here's the deal, especially at the entry level market here in San Diego, with preferable interest rates, the more people qualify for a mortgage, but the problem is you're competing with those that have larger down payments and or cash, so you have to be incredibly strategic at all price points.
Makes sense. Well, there's a great migration happening nationwide. Residents suddenly migrating from one city to another, or one state to another state. This movement of demographics is happening right now across the United States. We're seeing it on both coasts, East Coast and West Coast, departures from the inner city. The suburban neighborhoods are booming because people want to get out of the urban environments, whether that's a safety issue, whether that's an economic issue, or the fact that they can't keep running their businesses with the uncertainty of possible shutdowns, not knowing what's going to happen tomorrow. The fact is, people are moving out of the coastline states into the inland states and out of the inner cities to the suburbs. The question is why?